Banditos, what up? The spring Easter event has arrived in the Division 2. It goes from April 8th to April 22. And you can earn really cool things like this bunny hat. So far, it's pretty cool. I'm actually surprised on how much they put into this. Let's find out why.
Wait, did we just become best friends? So nice to meet you. I think you're cool.
Piece of shit wristwatch.
Okay, so when I entered the game, I didn't get any notification that there was actually an Easter project, but I know from the patch notes, and we covered it yesterday, completed it here, it'll refresh in 8 hours and 32 minutes, and I'll be able to take on the next one. But the objective said that you need to extract intel from enemies and bring it back to the base of operations. And I don't know if they're all going to be the same, but kudos to the devs because they put a really nice touch here. They actually added bunny ears to the NPCs in the open world, or everywhere as far as I know. So for the project it says 0 for 100, but it does not tell you what you have to do or how to do it. And it turns out what you need to do is break their weak points. So you need to break 100 weak points. And when you break those weak points, they're going to drop an Easter egg. 1 Easter egg per weak point. You need to collect those Easter eggs. 100 in fact. And I'm going to show you how to do that with an actual build. So we're not going to do it the cheesy way, because if you run this build, you'll be able to do it in no time. But for those who are interested in cheesing it, then I'll explain how to do that too. It's super simple. You just have to break weak points so you can exploit a few things out there. Okay, so when you complete the project, you're going to get a bunch of goodies, as you can see that I did here. Now, if for some reason you're not able to log in today, then the projects will start stacking on you. At least that's how they normally work. So I just got this and it's actually pretty freaking cool, don't you think? So yeah, these ears actually animate. They move with your character. Super cool. I like it. I dig it. You know, because it's military-esque and, you know, it looks like somebody just retrofitted some ears from like a bandana or a scarf or something like that. And then it's got a nice detail there on the patch. That's a really cool patch actually. And then it comes with the face mask. We always dig that. When the project finished, I got a couple of other things too. I think there was a cache. My stash was full, so I imagine it went into the mailbox. Yeah, I think it was named item cache is what I just got. I'll look at the notification and I'll flash it on the screen so you can see. But I want to say it's a good idea to keep your inventory clean. I forgot when you're doing these events, because sometimes the things will drop directly into your inventory. We've had that happen before, or it'll be a cache that doesn't fold over to the stash, whatever. Anyways, just keep your stash clean. So this is the build that I use, and I ran a bunch of different builds, but this is where I landed. I did start with an all-out skill build. I don't know, I felt like the enemies were just like really on fire today. Let me know if you feel the same, because something's feeling a little wonky out there in the world. I'm feeling like the enemies are really tuned up. There was way too many enemies that were frenzied. I saw enemies that weren't pulsed in red, but that were healing themselves. In other words, they did have frenzy. So they were healing, but they weren't pulsed. And they were super strong, super fast, as you would imagine, but they felt a little bit stronger. Anyways, I might be imagining it. But so I decided to just go with this pretty kickback sniper build because of the backpack talent specifically, called Perfectly Calculated. So kills from cover reduce skill cooldowns by 15%. Pretty straightforward, right? So we want to break weak points. So this is the skill that does that. So you hawk this bad boy out, you can target entire groups and it'll break all the weak points automatically. Now, tier 1, it's not that fancy. However, we're going to be an overcharge. So we're going to get tier 6 damage, plus we're going to push it to 300% and get 10 total targets. Not that we're going to need that, but, and then you're going to want skill, haste, and damage on this thing. And how we're going to do that is because we're running modifiers. Just make sure you have overdrive, and then when you kick off the fight, it's going to throw you directly into overcharge for your skills. And from that point forward, you just have to maintain it. So I have microwave coils. This is for crowd control. And then I have Reaper scan just to make it easier for me to maintain momentum, because we're not critting or anything like that. And then I have momentum surge. So kills from skills, double the momentum. Sometimes they count it as a weak point enemy, so I don't know if that's actually helping me. So that one's a flex slot. So I'm running sharpshooter for the headshot damage mostly, but also for the tactician drone, because it scans the enemies, and when it does that, it activates the microwave coils and they all catch on fire. But this is the main way I'm getting momentum. So If Reaper Scan bothers you for any reason, it shouldn't in this case, but if it does, you don't have to run it. But I didn't have anything else to run there. But we're playing from cover. This shouldn't really be an issue. Otherwise, what I've done here is taken a 4-piece hotshot and basically hacked it into a skill build. Let's get the chest out of the way. So Brazos is giving us 10% skill haste. The combo we're looking for here is weapon damage, headshot damage, and skill haste, and then skill damage. But we don't really need to build in skill damage because we're going to be an overcharge. So just skill haste is what we're looking for. And our goal is to decrease our cooldowns as much as possible. So weapon handling, and then you're going to want to run headhunter, and you want to make sure your headshot damage is 150 or higher. That's easy. I'm running the white death, so that puts us at 277% headshot damage. Speaking of which, I'm running the digital scope. I got the stability thing here. And then I got weapon damage proficiency here, but you don't have to worry about that. Just put damage to targets out of cover and make sure you have determined, because when they're on fire, they're going to be a pain in the ass to land headshots on. Activate your headhunter and determined by getting a headshot kill. And then once you're there, catch them all on fire with your tactician drone, and then pluck them off by going for the chest. So what I do is prioritize the tossing of my demolisher drone out there to break as many weak points as possible, and then to get it back, I pluck off the guys that either have their weak points already broken or don't have weak points at all. By doing that, I'm activating the backpack perfectly calculated. So this is an Empress backpack. It's got skill haste and skill damage and more skill haste. Kills from cover reduce skill cooldowns by 15%. And this is extremely fast because we're really good at killing with the sniper build. One shot, one kill. Amazing uptime on my demolisher is I throw my demolisher, break their weak points, kill them, get my demolisher back, throw my demolisher out, break their weak points, kill them, get my demolisher back. And that's because we're fast at killing and fast at breaking weak points and fast at getting our skill back. Before I show you the rest of the build, I do want to let you know that the Hermano backpack is actually a really good option as an alternate. It's going to give you a skill tier. You don't really need the skill tier, so that's sort of the downside because we're going to be an overcharge, but maybe it'll help when you're not in overcharge, which is like never. Perfect overclock is going to decrease your cooldowns by 0.6 seconds each second. That's a lot. But even though that's a lot, I didn't feel like it was super fast. It was just kind of all right. Maybe it's because the tactician drone was, wiggling around or too far away sometimes. I'm not quite sure. Okay, make sure all of your mods are skill haste. And then for the build, we're running 4 pieces of hot shot. You can get away with 3 pieces of hot shot. I just made it simple, kept it simple. It's slaying. You're good to go. So marksman rifle damage, weapon handling, and then headshot damage. And then headache, do you land your first headshot, I should say. Then the next headshot's going to get more damage. The next headshot after that is going to give you armor on kill or bonus armor on kill. And then the third shot after that is going to refill your magazine. And then every headshot kill going forward is going to give you all of the buffs. Weapon damage, headshot damage, and skill haste. You basically want the build to look like this. I would get rid of this skill tier if I could. I just don't have that piece. I don't think I do. Maybe I do. And then the other pieces are just weapon damage and headshot damage. And then this one I put skill haste on. Again, we're one shot killing everything. So I was pushing the limits and I'm not sure I got there. So, weapon damage, skill haste there as well. Here's what the modifiers look like. I'm not going to walk through them. Take a screenshot. I'm super stoked about this. I hope we get a new named weapon and I hope it's good. What do you guys think it's going to be? Let me know, and I'll catch you later in the live stream.
Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm Tuxedo Bandido, and if you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on the good stuff I have coming for you. And if you like content like this, be sure to check out the video I have recommended for you right here. If you have anything you would like me to cover, be sure to let me know in the comments below. And thank you to all the channel members and donors who make things possible. Tux Nation wouldn't be the same without you.
When you buy a game from Ubisoft, enter the creator code Tuxedo Bandido to support the channel. Easy peasy.
Wait, did we just become best friends?